we move on to react to some of the top soccer headlines, and we gotta start off with some interesting developments. Well, we knew what was going on, to be honest, over the past, with the Courtois Belgium situation, but it was really confirmed for us today. Courtois saying, "I won't play for Belgium under the current coach." Thibaut Courtois, a Real Madrid goalkeeper, came out in a sort of social media post, basically saying he won't be returning to the Belgium national team while Domenico Tedesco remains in charge, which is not a retirement, by any means. It's not necessarily a retirement, but it's he's not playing. He's not playing for Domenico Tedesco. Courtois, he was out for a majority of last season because of the ACL injury, and he was left off. He was not involved he was left off the Euro 2024 squad for Belgium, despite that he played in the Champions League final for Real Madrid. And Courtois came out in a statement on Instagram. "Unfortunately, following the events with the coach and after much reflection, I have decided not to return to the Belgian national team under his management. In this matter, I accept my share of responsibility. However, looking forward, my lack of confidence in him would not contribute to maintaining the necessary atmosphere of cordiality." Courtois, this is a player that has a huge experience of Belgium, playing 102 caps for Belgium. In 2023, in one of their camps, their European Championship qualifying camps, Courtois had a very public falling out with Tedesco after he left the squad because of him not being selected as a captain post Eden Hazard retiring from the national team. Tedesco came out saying Courtois left abruptly because of the fact that he didn't really feel respected within the team. And then Courtois came out and basically accused Tedesco of being a liar, saying he denying those claims, and said he had an issue with his knee. Courtois continued on with the statement. "The federation, with whom I've had several discussions, accept my position and the reasons that led me to this painful but coherent decision. I regret possibly disappointing some fans, but I am convinced that this is the best course of action for Belgium, as it closes a debate and allows the team to focus on pursuing its goals." Belgium, they ended up reaching the quarterfinal or the round of 16 of the European Championship, in which that they were beaten by France through a winning goal from, I believe, Colomwani, a deflected goal, as always. France with their own goals and penalties they had like 2 open goals the entire tournament or something like that. But yeah, they were eliminated by France in the round of 16 at that European Championship. And Ali Katsia, Saudi League goalkeeper Kion Casteels started those games for them. And yeah, it was but for me, the Courtois situation, it's really ugly, really disappointing if you're a Belgium fan. I can't say I've been the biggest fan of Courtois over the years. Me being a Chelsea fan, I've always called him, an animal that I can, an animal. I'm not gonna call him that right now, but it's an animal that's been referred to call people that are disloyal. I think you get the hint there of what I would call him, and I still do to an extent. The way he behaved trying to get that transfer just really rubbed me the wrong way. And yeah, I've never been a big fan of Courtois. Brilliant goalkeeper, extremely talented, but some of the personal things, we know the issue with Kevin De Bruyne, which we'll not go into details, but it's out there. It's evident what's happened. It's been confirmed. I'm not the biggest fan of Courtois personally, and I think from this situation, from the outside looking in, it just looks like a player that's that that expected something that he wasn't supposed to get. In my opinion, I don't think he's a captain. Sort of, he has experience, he has age, he's a brilliant goalkeeper, but that doesn't essentially make you a captain, make you a leader. You know, you know. Kevin De Bruyne, he captained them this European Championship, and he was a leader. You could see, they didn't have a successful European Championship, but you could see he was the leader. They gravitated towards him. He was their best player as well, and yeah, I want to praise Domenico Tedesco, for being firm, for not falling to the demands of Courtois. And yeah, if that means Courtois doesn't play for Belgium, then that's just something Belgium need to wrap their heads around. Their the time of them competing for trophies in terms of international trophies was long gone either way. So I don't think it's the biggest loss for them. Dybala, he is going to stay at Roma. He has rejected the big Saudi League offer, the $83 million Saudi League offer. He announced this on Thursday that he is going to remain at Roma, and it ended ending all the speculation that's been involved. Al Qadsiya wanting to get him. There was reports that said he turned down an offer of $83 million, 75 million euros over 3 years. And yeah, he said in an Instagram post, "Thank you, Rome. See you on Sunday." And yeah, it's good for him because I still think he's at the level to play top football, and I want to see him do a little bit more before he goes and chases the money in Saudi Arabia. James Rodriguez, he could return to La Liga, to Madrid, to play for Rayo Vallecano, who want to sign the free agent midfielder. The amazing Copa America that James Rodriguez had, not just being a leader, but showing his quality, showing his ability. Still at this age, being able to be that sort of old school number 10 that we don't see much in this day and age. His brilliant ability to put in a set piece, which will never go away even with age. And that caught the eye of Rayo Vallecano, and they're eager to sign him. He's going to be used to, he's been living in Madrid before. He's used to the city. He knows his ins and out around the city. So I think that'd be a good move for both sides. It could, James Rodriguez returning back to play top level football. And I think he would welcome it. Sources say he'd welcome going back to Madrid, playing for Vallecano, even if it's at a reduced salary. Now, the big thing, the big gap into, the obstacle in this is La Liga. They have their weird salary cap, economic control sort of issues, and Vallecano, it's going to be a difficult thing for them to make the numbers work. But, but we'll see. I think it'll be a good for both. And sources say that a deal with Vallecano is nearing the final stages. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it goes through. Rodriguez, he played at Sao Paulo last season, but he did not sign a new contract to remain with Sao Paulo. And, he's had an interesting career post Real Madrid. He played at loan for Bayern Munich, and then he went to play Everton to play under Carlo Ancelotti. Then he played, I know he went to Qatar, but he also played at Olympiacos. I don't know where he went first, if he went to Qatar, then came back to Europe to play Olympiacos. Yeah, he did. He went to Qatar, and then he came back up to Europe to play for Olympiacos, then played Sao Paulo. So this is something he's used to, leaving Europe, then coming back. He's done it before, so, maybe it's time for he wants to do it a second time. I don't know, but I'd like to see James back playing in top sort of league football. I think he showed at the Copa America he still has what it takes. Enzo Maresca, despite came out after their win in the press conference after they beat Servette 2-0, saying the win was important after they lost their first game to Manchester City in the opening game of their Premier League campaign, but they still need to learn. They still need time to learn despite winning the game. Which, I mean, that's again a lot of bluff. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning into the GSMC Soccer Podcast presented by the GSMC Sport Network. Your support means a lot to us, so please remember to subscribe to the show and leave a positive review. It really does make a difference. We also invite you to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram for more content and updates. So thank you guys, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to